Gala Empire.
We hope you guys got
a lot accomplished. So today, guys, we're back with another video. We're going to be giving you guys a September 2020 release update for the upcoming shoes for this month. Stay tuned. Alright guys, the first release to look out for is
the Adidas YEEZY 700 V3 ARZARETH. And this shoe is a very nice colorway. It's very different, and the resale value of this shoe looks like it's going to be very profitable, and it will be a hard cop. We hope that everybody that's watching actually take this really serious if you really want it, because this is a very limited release and it does look like it will be a hard cop. And remember, 700s are not true to size. Make sure that you get like a size up, because they are a hard, if you never had the shoe before, they're very small to size. So if you wear like a 10.5, it's best to go for like an 11.5 or 11, just to be safe, because if you return, it's going to be hard to get your size after you cop.
Right, and I believe the only sites you'll be able to get them off is Yeezy Supply and Adidas, whichever drops them first. But it definitely will be a hard cop for those of you who do manual. If you have a bot, probably be easier for you to cop, but these will be very hype, especially they have a lot of resale behind them. So look out for that. They drop September 1st.
Alright guys, the second shoe to look out for is
the Air Jordan 1 Biohacks. Now this release will be a tough release, although the shoe is not that appealing to a lot of people, especially those who love Air Jordan 1s. This is not your typical Air Jordan 1. This shoe has a lot of colors in it. It has a lot of mixture, a lot of history. I believe they're making this shoe after the SB Dunk Biohacks that dropped a few years back. But this is definitely not your typical Air Jordan 1. The resale should be high in these. It should be limited to get these shoes as well. So these would definitely be a hard cop. I know certain retailers will get them. It'll definitely drop on sneakers as well, but it'll be hard to get your hands on these shoes.
Yeah, and also remember, the release is September 4th, so make sure that you actually stay on top of being on this release, and hopefully that you guys cop. And if you have, let us know.
Alright guys, the third release, also releasing September 4th, is the
YEEZY Slides. Now these are coming out. It's 3 names. Remember, we got one is called the Suit, other one is called the Core, and the last one is the Bones. And all these gonna be a big flip, because as we know before, the shoes that came out, or the slides that came out earlier, everybody thought they were a flop, they weren't gonna do good. But as we see now, the ones that already came out, they came out for $55 retail, and now they're going for $300, $200, $15 profit. So that is a big flip. But I know a lot of people seen how these, at first when they first came out, nobody know what they will be looking like, and nobody really wanted to invest their money into it. But now a lot of people really feeling them, so it will be a bigger release when the new ones come out, like the Suit and the Core. So be on tune to that, and hope you tell us what you guys think about it.
Right, don't forget, be on top of these, because the last slides that released, they sat on Yeezy Supply and Adidas for weeks. They sat there for weeks. Nobody picked them up. Once it finally got sold out, stock went up like crazy. So I don't expect it to be any different from these, except what I do expect it to be different is people will definitely be botting for these, doing manual, trying to get these, or making sure that they get their hands on these, because these will definitely be a flip. If it's not now, in the short term, long run, it'll definitely be a huge flip. So stay on top of that.
Alright guys, the fourth release we'll be talking about today is
the Air Jordan 5 Oregon Ducks. Now, every reseller knows this shoe is going to be hard to get your hands on. Every reseller knows this shoe will definitely be a lot in profit, only because of the original version, only because that this shoe has a lot of history behind it. I expect these to sell out faster than I could say the word sell out. And like, these shoes will definitely do a lot. It'll do a lot of numbers. It'll be hard to get your hands on. They released September 12th, I believe the second week of September. So be on the lookout for those. Hit up any store that you know, any retailer that you know that's doing raffles, do online raffles. anything you can do to get your hands on this, it's a must. Try to get as much people as you can to put in for you, because these shoes will do a lot in resale and they will sell out.
Yes, and if you guys want a personal cop and you can't find a pair nowhere, you already know where to go. Hit up Gala Kicks and let us know, and we'll get your size.
All right, guys, the 5th release you should definitely be on the lookout for this month is the
Air Jordan 14 Hyper Royals. These released on September 19th. And this is going to be a very fire colorway with the blue and the white. My favorite color is blue, so I'm always cop any blue shoe that I see. But overall, a lot of people really mess with the 14s, and this is going to be a really hype release. A lot of people are going to actually ask us for them personally. So if you are a reseller, or if you want, if you love 14s, this is a release. You better mark it in your calendar, September 19th, because it is going to be a big cop for you.
Right. Any shoe that's blue, any shoe that has blue in it or has red in it, and it's a Jordan, it'll definitely sell. I know these for a fact will not sit in any store. The Toros ended up sitting a little bit. That was the last 14s that just released. But these, especially since it has the blue and the white in it, it'll definitely sell out quick. So if you want to get your hands on these, make sure you get all the information that you need from all your local stores, all your local retailers. These will probably definitely drop on sneakers as well too. Make sure you stay on top of that, because these will not sit for nothing.
Alright guys, the next release we'll be talking about today is
the Air Jordan 6 Retro Smoke Grays. Now these released September 24th. I do believe a lot of people will like this shoe, but I don't believe it'll have much resell in them. Just like the DMPs that released not too long ago, these will probably sit in stores for a little while, couple weeks, but after that end up selling out. These are a women's exclusive shoe. A lot of women, Jordan has been dropping a lot of women exclusives this year. So I do expect a lot of people to mess with these shoes, even though they're a women's exclusive. It's a fire colorway. It's a nice smoke gray. It's a nice black. A lot of men will end up liking it too. I personally like this shoe, and I might end up copying as well. So I do believe these shoes will do something, but not too much in the resale value.
Okay guys, before we move on to the next release, I want to mention that the Queen of the Gala haven't mentioned is that, remember guys, sneakerheads, this is a women exclusive release. So all my guys out there that are really feeling this release, make sure that you go for a size 12 or 11, a big size, because remember, if you never went for a women release before, you're not going to go for your regular size because you are a men's size. So just to make that clear, please go for a higher size if you really like this shoe and you're a guy.
Right. All right, guys, the final shoe on the sneaker calendar for September is
the Air Jordan 13 Lucky Greens. These are a retro player exclusive, and that means that this shoe means a lot and it has a lot of value behind it. And usually when it has a lot of value behind the shoe and it actually stands for something, the resale value will be out the roof. So if you are a reseller, I know you're waiting and your hand is itching for this release. And if you love this shoe, I know that you've been waiting. It's the end of the month. I know they made it the end of the month, so you have a lot to wait for, a lot of shoe releases that's coming out. But this is a very hype shoe to go for, and if you do love this shoe, we might be able to give you all sizes, all men's sizes. So just stay tuned to the content of Gala Kicks and Kicks to Ball. Stay on the story.
All right, guys, let's not forget there are a couple releases that are supposed to drop in the month of September that have not yet had confirmed release dates, such as the Union Jordan 4s that recently dropped this past weekend, August 29th, as well as there are a couple SB Dunks that are supposed to drop during the month of September but don't have confirmed release dates yet. So be on the lookout for those, especially if you are a reseller and you definitely want to make some money. These shoes will definitely flip big. So make sure you be on the lookout for those, because those shoes can pop up anytime. But without further ado, guys,
we hope you guys follow all the social medias that we have. It'll be right down in the comment section down below.
Always.
And we hope that you guys
got a lot accomplished.